Welcome back to the channel, guys. So like you all know, I got an account on this Nigeria pro firm, the Naira Trader. And to be honest, I've been trading the account. I just took, I think it's two trades, all right, and two of them is a loss. Like, and I'll tell you guys why I lost that trade, and also why I think it's going to be hard for me to pass this pro firm. Very, very hard, right? So now the thing is that before getting the account, right, I didn't read their rules very well, to be honest, because there is a place that they said that you cannot be able to trade crypto or indices or stocks, right? And for me, I have mastered trading US 30 so well, right? So you can only trade the commodities like silver, gold, and the currency pairs, right? That's the only thing you can trade on the profit. For me, I've been trading US 30 for the longest, so I understand how US 30 works, how it moves, and kind of this thing, guys. Let me be honest there. This thing shows me how sluggish, like call it sluggish, currency pairs can be. I mean, I don't even know how many pips. I don't know. Like everything is just so new to me because I was trying to trade the currency pair that I'm not even trading for the last, I would say, 6 months. I'm not trading any currency pairs, right? So I can't trade Nasdaq or US 30. If I do, that means I'll breach the account. So I think that is one of the reasons why I'm not going to pass that account, to be honest, because that rule alone, bro, going to affect me because it's not going to make me to start looking for a way to navigate currency pair that I don't even know how to like. I know some of you will be like, if you can be able to trade US 30, you can still trade the currency pairs, bro. It's not like that, right? It's not like that. Like, when it comes to US 30, okay, I know when to get volatility for the day, all right, and that particular time frame is when I only trade and I make a lot of money from that particular time frame. But coming to this currency pairs, I don't know when to expect volatility in the market. I don't even know. Like everything just feels so new. I know what I'm saying, right? Like I'm looking at Euro USD, I'm looking at GBP USD, I'm looking at GJ. I mean all of those stocks, and the way they and the most of all these currency pairs they correlate a lot. If GJ is going up, it's likely going to be the other one is going down. All of those things is just kind of been so hard for me to, I mean, navigate. But like I said, I only took two trades, which I've lost two of them, and I think I am risking like I think 0.2%, like 5,000 per trade, and I've lost two. So I'm kind of, let's say, 0.50 drawdown, right? Because I lost 10,000 naira, so I still have like 30,000 naira, okay, for me to breach the account because they say 20% drawdown, which is 40,000, okay, I think so. I can still make it back, but what I'm saying is that it will require me to kind of find my way around currency pairs again, find the currency pair I'm going to focus on, right? And I don't know, but I'm still going to try my best, okay? But that's one of the things I know that are going to be very hard for me, all right, to trade because of the rules they have, which I mean, it's not their fault, it's my fault that I didn't check it so well. So if you want to start trading this particular prop firm, you should also know that if you're not good in currency pairs, right? Probably you are good in trading gold, okay, or silver, then you can get it. For me, I don't really trade gold like that. So my approach now going to next week is that I think I'm going to swing trade that account, okay? I'm just going to find a particular, setup that can hold me for like 2 to 3 days. I'll just enter. Once I was able to make, you know, the 10%, I'll pass it. So instead of me going in and out because I don't understand it, so it's best for me to look for a setup that's more clearer. All right, then I'll just swing trade it, just make sure and overlook it so that for 2 3 days, if once I don't get my 10%, I've passed my phase one. I think that will be much less easier for me than just trying to trade like normal day trading that may cost me a lot. Because all right, so I'm just looking to trade like two positions on just one. If I was able to get one to pass my phase one this week we're entering, then I'll look another one to pass my phase two. All right, so that's just what I'm planning for the week. All right, so let's go to the chart now and let me show you guys what I'm going to analyze the market. Okay.
Alright guys, so here is my chart and I'll start from the US 30 chart. Okay, I've done my analysis on this US 30 and just want to show you guys one or two things that I'm looking at for right here. Alright, so basically as you can see, it's obviously on a bullish one for the longest, and this is how I trade it. So going into next week, this is what I'm looking at. So let me just go back and show you guys everything right here. So as you can see, this market is firstly on a uptrend. So if you start from this place here, you can see that the market is something like higher high, equal low here, then do another higher high right here, come back to retest these highs you are seeing here before it continue going up to break its high again. So obviously it may come here now, and we're going to see another pullback right here to test these highs here before this will continue going up. Do you understand? So now this is just for analysis sake. Going into next week, you might see US 30 first of all buy. So don't bother all these manipulations. You might first of all buy, then come back for a proper test of these highs before you can join, and we continue buying to the upside. Okay, this is my prime target on US 30 is here to this point. This is my red line you are seeing here now. That's 54,464. All right, but that's very unrealistic to achieve this year, I think, because I mean the year is all almost about to end. Do you understand? But obviously that's my prime target on US 30. Okay, but before then you can just be trading. Also be trading what you are seeing. Market may decide to go up, come down, and rest of them. Just keep trading what you are seeing. Okay, but overall we are in a bullish one on US 30. So now let's go to the one I'm trading on the platform account, which is the JPY, that's GJ. I think that's what I'll be trading on that. Okay, so I'm showing you guys my analysis is pretty the same thing I did here on US 30, because that's the analyzed market. Like I said, I would like to do a swing trade, not a swing trade on this, right? So let me first of all show you guys how I analyze this market. I've done the analysis before now. So basically what you are seeing here is this. All right, so if I should zoom out clearly, you can see that the market has been ranging somewhere here before this breakout. All right, so after the breakout, you can see I have this green line. This is where the range started before it broke to the upper side. Okay, that's what I saw when I come to this chart. So seeing that alone, you can actually see as well that the market, if I should bring this trend line, all right, from this point now, so if I should bring this trend line from this point, so from this low here, you can connect this low as well. So you can see the market is started going bullish as well. And again, if I have to bring out another counter trend line, so for us to see if this pullback is already done. Do you understand? So looking at this, another counter trend line from here. If I should bring from here now to touch, let's say there's the second touch, you can see, so the market already clear, it's out of this mini downtrend. So has broken out of it, came for the retest as well, and is now gonna start buying. So now here is my what I'm looking at for this next week coming. All right, so the market have already done the first touch, second touch of the trend line. So I want to see something like this to happen. It might, from where it is currently, decided to drop again to complete this touch of trend line here. And you can see we also have some kind of point that markets have touched over time here. All this place now worked as a support zone. Okay, so if market should come down here to this touch of section line before it can continue buying up, so my target is, my first target is this particular red line here. Do you understand? That is going to be my first target. Now, if that does not happen for any crazy reason, market decides to start rolling from where it is, then I'm going to still trade it, but I will still wait for me to see market from where it is currently to go and break these highs. You are seeing these equal highs here. If it breaks this equal high, then I'll go to a much lower time frame, like 15 minutes, then catch it on the pullback right here. Then I traded into this zone. This particular red line is going to be my take profit. Okay, if it breaks above and start buying again, then you can still analyze and keep going. That is just my analysis. So for these two now, I've shown you guys how I do it. So if the market does enough of the two now, I prefer buying this next week, okay, than selling. But for any crazy reason as well, market decide to sell, my selling is if only from where it is now, market decide to break below this my red line here, which is a 200.147, then I'll wait for a pullback into this zone, and my stop loss will be 201.97 above here. Then we can actually start selling down. Okay, this is if for any crazy reason market decide to sell. This is going to be my first take profit on the sell. So I'm going to give this buy and sell. So I'm not going to sell once it is still above this zone here. All right, that is my analysis, but I prefer going into buys in next week. Okay, so if we should, because I want to do this in as a swing trade, so let me just measure the amount of pips that I'm going to get. So if it come to this trend line, okay, and going into our target zone here, I'll be looking for 285 pips thereabouts. But if it goes straight from here, this place now, this other place which is right here, then I'll be looking at this will be about 120 something, okay, 44 pips to my take profit. All right, so this is the two scenarios I am looking at on GPP JPY going into next week. All right, so that is it for that. You can see that this is the, I don't know if this works, but this is how I analyze US30, and I just want to do the same thing here. All right, and see how it goes. So this is where I made that mistake last time, that I was buying, I was selling, and at the same time I lost, twice on Friday. So let's go into next week. I think I'm gonna, this is what I'm gonna do, obviously, and I see how it goes. Okay, so guys, this is just all about my analysis going into next week. Okay, so if you trade US30, you have already seen what analyze here on US30. Just go with the flow of the market. It's very bullish at this point. All right, it's very bullish at this point, it's published at this point. Okay, so and you keep making money, right? So that's it for this, guys.